Pakruti will help you open a crate which contains special rewards. Some of these are so spectacular, just thinking of them makes Pakruti's fur stand on end. Until next time.
Choose from.
Yeah! Yeah!
Hello?
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
My husband, Ninglanel, went for a walk yesterday.
Okay. storyteller who resides in the now.
My husband, Ninglenel, went for a walk yesterday morning. Said he wanted to get away from the squabbling at Elden... Yes, thank you for pointing that out. The last place I saw our dog Eat was near the fork in the road that leads to Cormount, just west of here.
Ifri the singer is the most important god we worship. We know many. First of the earth bones, who sang the songs the seeds and birds...
Yeah!
Ironic. Huh. We come back to my homeland and I'm the one that falls into a ravine. I used to scale these rocks like they were stairs. I guess none of us are immune to the ravages of time. Just give me a second and I'll head back home. I knew Eat wouldn't leave me here to rot. Ms. Zahabi...
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Oh, thank Ifre. I wasn't sure I would find anyone out here. Trethane Roland sent me to look for outside help. I don't know what he intends. He said something about a horrible crime. I think he thinks the forest is trying to exact justice.
Yeah! 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 Oh! Yeah!
I can't tell you how glad I am you're here. Something is horribly amiss, and we can't leave. We are followers of the Green Pact, pledged to protect the forest from all harm. In exchange, the forest shapes itself to our needs. But now the forest has turned against us. Only a gross violation of the Green Pact could cause the forest to attack us in this way. My suspicions were confirmed when we entered this cave. The requirements for correcting a violation of the Green Pact are well established. 3 kinds of proof are required for judgment: witness testimony, physical evidence, and a magical omen. Without all 3, no judgment can be rendered. I've been able to narrow the suspects by talking to the villagers, but to gather more evidence we'd need to leave this cave. For as long as justice is denied under the Green Pact, the forest will destroy any of us. You have my gratitude. There are 3 suspects whose behavior has been called into question. Arlanak, the Khajiit merchant, Spinner Aranas, and his wife.
So Trethane Roland has you looking into the destruction of the... I'm happy to answer any questions you have, but he's an alchemist. He makes unnatural concoctions with plants. He claims to never use anything forbidden, but everyone knows that alchemists need lots of herbs to do their work. That merchant is harmless. He only gets what people ask him to acquire, and I've never seen him harm a leaf. If it weren't for him, we'd be cut off from the rest. I won't stand any bad-mouthing of Gathiel. Sure, she's married to that alchemist, but she's nothing like him rooting around.
I heard you've been made Pact Advocate. Is this true? I want to help in any way I can. The Green... Anything to fix. Aranak's been in our town for years. Why would he suddenly decide to do this? Besides, the pact is a special bond between the Wood Elves and the Forest. I don't think the Forest would react this way. Aranis is a good man. He's the village spinner, so it's his job to pass on the stories of the Wood Elves and the Green. A real piece of work. Always scheming, that one is. Spinner's wife or not, I'm sure she's guilty. She's been sick for weeks and just happens to get better the night the pact was...
So Trethane Roland wants you to investigate the violation of the Green Pact. I don't see what there is to investigate. The culprit is plain enough. Ask what you want, but I think it's... The night the Green Pact was broken, there was a terrible storm. I was sitting by the window, watching the lightning. That spinner Aranas is our guiding light. He helped heal my cousin when she got sick, and has always been a staunch defender of the Green Pact. Thathiel has her moments of ego, but she's a loyal member of this community. We were all praying for her during her recent illness.
Here! Here!
We stand ready to hear your findings, Advocate. I encourage you to ask the suspects about it. Remember, once you have made an accusation, you must present the supporting evidence. I understand. This is not something to be taken...
I was sick, yes. But I would never violate the Green Pact. I've lived by it. Why, yes, that is my sign. And the sign of several others in this village. Surely it was shining. I would never violate the Green... How dare you? You read my most private thoughts and then hold them against me as evidence? Last I heard, thinking... So callous. How would you feel if you were dying? I would never violate the Green...
Please, it wasn't me. How could it be me? I am a Khajiit. Only wood elves can break the Green Pact. Yes, there was a storm the other night, and storms bring lightning. What does that prove? Please, it wasn't me. And if I did cut the flower, that does not solve the wood elves' problem. The Green Pact is their custom. I got an anonymous order for a flower and I filled it. I did not know the flower was sacred. The one who placed the order is guilty. Please, it wasn't me. How could it be me? I was out in the storm trying to clear away. Please, it wasn't me.
It's truly terrible what has come upon the village, but I promise I'm not the one responsible. It's my duty as Spinner to teach the children about the Green Pact. Alchemy is not a common practice among wood elves, so it's understandable that there's some... It's truly terrible what is... My sigil. It's unfortunate, but there was a fierce storm the other night. What's it? It's truly terrible what has come upon the village, but I promise I'm not the one responsible. I know what it looks like, but I didn't cut that plant. I found it in the forest by the dead tree. It was already cut. I thought it was a... It's truly terrible what is...
We stand ready to... Remember, if you are truly ready, please... You have formally accused Gathiel, the wife of our Spinner, of breaking the Green... Citizen, please step forth as accuser. Advocate, what physical evidence do you have to present? We accept this diary into evidence. Please present the final piece of evidence, an omen from the heavens portending the guilt of the accused. We accept this astrology chart into evidence. Please allow me a moment to review the evidence. After a careful review of the evidence provided to this court, I find the Spinner's wife, Gathiel, guilty as charged.
I'm sorry. I'm so
Advocate,
sorry.
we have asked much of you in this terrible
I was
affair, but
afraid
I
to
must rely
die.
upon you for one final sacred task. Please escort the prisoner to the judgment chamber below.
This isn't real. This can't be happening. didn't have a choice. It was just one plant. I would have died otherwise.
Blood for blood. It is done.
It is done. It is done. It is done.
You have done what we could not. You have restored us. Gathiel was the gem of our village. It's still hard to believe, but who could blame her for wanting a cure to her illness? The Green Pact is a harsh burden sometimes. Still.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You should be the one to
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I've got to get back. Stay back. There's only death ahead. Shades boiled out of the ground. Mages Guild. They were excavating this ruin for artifacts, but they woke something up. Some of the acolytes are still trapped.
Yeah! Yeah!
Split up! The eyes of your victims see your sins.
You arrived in the nick of time.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Thank you. I can make it back to camp from here.
Yeah! Yeah!
Follow me quickly, before any more of them return.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Research. All I want to do is research. Why do I always end up in life or death situations? Either in Darwin's cursed or I am. We were excavating for artifacts when Dominion soldiers showed up, demanding we turn over anything we'd found. And Darwin showed them what we had. But Lieutenant, you're right. I have no idea. The Mages Guild has procedures for a reason. Not that the soldiers listened. We found an ancient scepter made from bone. But before... That's right. And if it weren't for you, I'd have joined them. I'm heading back to our base camp. You should speak with Darwin if you think you can help sort out this mess. You can't be any worse than Lieutenant Orion.
Yeah!
What are you doing? That's not your property. That bone scepter is the only thing of note we found. There's no end of trouble since we pulled it from the ruin. It's not dangerous, not directly. What I mean to say is that holding it won't... It summons all the shades, I suspect. It certainly doesn't control them. Not that I found anyway. Although... The markings carved into the scepter are all... It's the only shade we've heard speak, though it mostly just wails. It is rather pale, come to think of it, and the scepter works obsidian into bone, which is an old form of necromantic control. If that shade is in fact a pale sentinel, that bone scepter may have some control over it. And if it's directing the rest of the shades, perhaps you could force it to stop. He was a necromancer, one of Mannimarco's most talented apprentices. It isn't entirely clear. There are many theories, but they all boil down to a difference of opinion.
Yeah! Yeah.
Leave this place. I won't let you wake him.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Leave this place. I won't let you wake him. Leave this place. I won't let you wake him. The Bone Scepter. No, please, don't wake him. Telekar. A bad man who sleeps inside these ruins. When he wakes, I'll be trapped here forever. I'll do everything I can to get away. I did not! Telekar's servants hurt those people. They don't like you if you aren't from here. When he wakes, he'll control them completely. The Bone Scepter holds power over Telekar's monsters. Over me. One of Telekar's victims. But I don't have to be. If you can free me before he wakes, I'll leave. Then he'll go back to sleep forever. Hooray! Follow me inside the ruin. We don't want the Shades to hear us. They're his spies, you know. Quiet in here. Telekar's servants don't like things with blood inside them. And they really don't like noise. There's a big sparkly door inside the Constellation Room. It's this big lock Vistari made, to keep him asleep inside. She doesn't come around anymore. I think you did? That's wonderful. Is she doing all right? Did she mention me? Where is she now? Oh, nearby, huh? Maybe I can visit. You know, when I'm free. After we make her lock stronger, so Telekar sleeps forever. Vistari left 3 of the things we need in special rooms around the ruins. The 4th is stuck inside some of Telekar's servants. If you smash them open, I won't tell. But about all the pieces, I don't know how to make them work together. That's easy. The morning room, the smelly room, and the forbidden room. But don't worry, I can keep you safe. We should just go there. I can distract Telekar's servants. Point the Bone Scepter at one of them and I'll blind it. Then you can smack it until it falls down. Don't worry, it's not like you're hurting it. Oh, all right.
The most important thing is the book Vistari wrote in when she locked the door. We need to find that so we know what to do in the Constellation Room. There's an old skull Telekar stole from Menamarco. Then there's a glowy vial. I don't know what's inside, but if you listen real close, you can hear whispers. Oh, and the Milky Room. Sometimes. It's where Vistari left the book she wrote in when she put Telekar to sleep. Once we find all the pieces we need, that glowing vial lit the hallways when Vistari carried it back from the Constellation Room. Servants used to live in the cages. But Vistari brought that old skull back here. I'm sure of it. I don't like the morning rain. All the servants used to live in the cages. But Vistari brought that old skull back here. I'm sure of it. That's the last of them. We have all the pieces. We should go to the Constellation Room and put Telekar back to sleep. You have everything Vistari had. You have everything Vistari had when she made Telekar go to sleep. I don't remember how she... You have everything Vistari had. You have everything Vistari had when she made Telekar. You have everything Vistari had. something's happening. I think it's working.
Who are you? The Shades defend. How dare you intrude within my... What? It's you!
Let me go!
You there! Explain yourself. What are you doing in my home? Who are you? Why have you invaded my home? The Shades defend my home from thieves. Neither I nor my servants bear any interest in the living. My work concerns one simple-minded thing. Those wards haven't contained me for decades. I remain within by choice. Now, I'm at a critical juncture in my research, and I need this creature to complete it.
No, please! I don't want to stay here!
You dare interrupt me? Caleb, my son, see to this intruder. Again, you trouble me at a critical juncture, attempting to restore my son despite your interruptions. That creature, he's my son. I'd do anything to restore him to a fraction of himself. With refinement, I can make him whole again. Truly? Then I have all the more reason. If I can get it right this time, we can be a family once more. I don't want to cause this creature harm, but the Bone Scepter was... You what? That scepter is crafted from my own bones. It can bind the creature to his immortal husk. Once Kalians, you feared I would raise an undead army to march through Grahtwood? My wife and I spurned Manamarco for a reason. But in return for binding this creature to my son's husk, I pledge we will remain within our home forever. He was young when he had his accident. Too young. The creature you've met can't fully comprehend the world around it. Unless properly supervised, Kalian is my son. I needed all his remains to craft the husk, so I had to use my... I broke through Vestari's ward just under a century ago. I have remained here ever since.
No, please. You can't make me be a monster again. I don't want to be here anymore. It hurt when I was a monster. It hurt worse than these chains. I want my father to... I don't know. I wish you could use the Bone Scepter on him. Point it at his body. There, on the throne. Far away from here. Somewhere safe and warm. Somewhere where I'd have friends. Do you think I could go there? Would she be happy to see me? Or would it be like the last time, when she thought I was a monster? I don't want to be a monster.
What?
You did it! You did it! I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll be far away from here. Telekar can't hurt me anymore. Here, I can open a portal so you can be with your friends. Tell them I'm sorry about the Shades.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Most Atronachs are weak. Some are strong. Zymel Heriz, I summon you. May your soul burn.
I've spent a great...
I've heard tales of your valor at Esdun.
If you've come to work...
Wood elves.
This one feels the strangeness and soundness as indeed. The prince was involved. Gora said.
A Daedric prince. Did your sister see a cut?
There, whatever the cause.
I pity these high elves.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You actually got the bow? Incredible. Did Storg give you much trouble? Vine Death Cave remains true to its name then. I'm sorry to hear it. Storg might have been a dunderheaded double-crosser, but he was still my friend. I figure I owe you what the Tree Thane paid me for the bow. Some thief I turned out to be, eh?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you think you saw an Arthurus eat a potato. I can't do anything without proof.
Thank you, Trethane. I won't have my good name sullied by this fanatic.
A year ago, we'd have buried him up to his neck for blasphemy.
Enough! I've given my ruling. Now both of you, please get on with your lives. I don't want to hear any more of this. Yes? How can I help you? You should go. The more we're seen together, the less the Black Sap will believe you're one of theirs. I'm sorry you had to witness that. I knew Cormount's citizens were zealous about the Green Pact, but sometimes they go hunting for trouble. Yes, Farina said I'm to support you in tracking down Gelthior's sons. We'll start with Lorchon, the Black Sap spy master. If we capture him first, his brother Goronir will be without eyes. And before you ask, I lost it in the war. The Black Sap Rebellion started here. It won't surprise you to learn Cormount's citizens provide food and gold to the remnants. They use special phrases to arrange meetings. If you know the phrases, you can get to the remnants. The phrases change weekly. Definitely the work of Lorchon. Lucky for you, I've done the scut work. You'll find this week's phrases in the journal next to me. I leave it to you to work out which ones to use. The Black Sap protects its own. I can't imagine they'll be happy. You'll see a list of known sympathizers in the journal. Approach them, and use the right phrase to set up a meeting with Lorchon. Everything should be in the journal. Be careful. Cormount has been crawling with Black Sap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My husband spends so much time with his... That's strange. I haven't seen a peeper around here in quite some time. Imposter!
You'll leave Cormount in my stomach!
Everything you... That's strange. I haven't seen a peeper around here in quite some time. You aren't one of us.
Come on, filth!
I suppose you don't have any jugger. That's strange. That's true. Say, do you know why the peeper's skin is red? Black sap, help!
Gelthior!
I've heard of your decent fair traveler. That was just a stranger.
Talk to my father.
That's strange. That's true. You're a new fa-
Head to the butcher's ground. He'll be there when he's ready.
Have you secured a meeting with Lorchan? Of course. It's where General Andare cut down most of their forces. The Jade Dragoons struck at night, from all directions. The Black Sap never stood a chance. They tried to surrender, but General Andare had ordered her soldiers to cleanse the area. Seems the Jade Dragoons always follow orders. No good reason, I'm sure of it. But we don't have a choice. If Lorchan shows up, you'll need to capture him. Here. These were Galthior's rings. His sons will recognize them immediately. As soon as Lorchan puts it on, he'll be transported to the hidden prison. One of Farina's more devious enchantments. He's still calling himself that? The boy needs a hobby. He once proposed we use his portals to send the contents of our latrine into a black sap camp. The perfect distraction, he said. We called him the Master of Privies for a month. We need Lorchan and his brother. See if you can get him to talk about where Goronir is hiding. You have a ring for each brother. Once you've captured them both, Farina will find you. And if we don't meet... Now back to my mind-numbing duties.
Here! Here!
I see my Black Sap are no match for you. Every night since the massacre, I've dreamt of the horrors the Jade Butcher brought to Cormount. It seems fitting to meet the one who brought her to justice on the very spot she slew the Black Sap. I wonder, will I have nightmares of you? Are you? I admit, I'm not one for direct confrontation. That's more Gorinir's style. I've long preferred to fade into the background, which I'll do unless you have anything of value to say. Alive? He's been missing for the better part of the year. Everyone thought him dead. I've long suspected he lives and have an inkling of who holds him. Tell me the name of his jailer, and I'll know if you speak the truth. I see. Very well, I wish to turn myself in. Take me to my father. If he's The Black Sap Rebellion needed my family to begin, and now it lives in the heart of the people. It will flourish in time. But I'd rather be at my father's side. My brother is in a cave on the other side of Cormount. Good luck reaching him. He has many soldiers at his command, and he's not much for talking before acting. And you should hurry before he sets his plan in motion. As I said, he's not much for talking. Sometimes not even to me. I do know how much he loathes the Jade Butcher, and that he wants to repay the Dominion in kind. To identify me as your prisoner, so the Vine Dust don't kill me on sight? Very well. I'm ready to go when you are. How unexpected.
Now, pull him through!
Yeah. 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 stand down! If the intruder made it here, you'll be just another notch on the scabbard! Are you with the Vine Dusk Rangers? The Justiciars? The Justice? Queen Iren invaded our land and killed our people! All in the name of the false king Camoran Eredorn! The only justice is in the soil, where her Jade Butcher slaughtered our people! And now, our constructs already rise to take back Cormount. Those who follow the Green Pact will see the forest rise against the Dominion invaders, fitting revenge for the Jade Butcher's work. Ifray's children loathe the outsiders who pick away at the Green. Until the Black Saps sit on the throne in Eldenroot, Grahtwood itself will rise against the invaders. They weep for Gelthior. The death of my... You can't stop anything. It has already begun. The Dominion camps will know the pain and fear General Andare brought us. Lies! Our best sorcerer spent a year searching for any sign of it. It's my father's ring. I took it from his bedroom when I was a child. When he found out, he boxed my ears. This proves nothing. Only that you may have slain my father before you came for me. You have Lorchon as well? It doesn't matter. The Dominion camps will fall to our constructs, and the people will... All right! Lead me to my father! A trick! No!
join us.
Our hero returns. For Rhino, open a portal. Meroth wants to speak with our friend.
Yes, ma'am.
Goranir, stop your relentless pacing.
Bite your
It's
tongue,
giving me a
Lord John.
headache.
Your lack of commitment is the reason we're here.
Just here.
If you won't stop bickering, I'll gag you both. Come in. The Black Sap are leaderless, and their attack was blunted thanks to your quick work. Cormount will heal. We'll keep them here until the king says otherwise. Better they're thought missing than known to be alive or dead. The Black Sap leadership won't know what to do. Agreed. They're traitors, and traitors deserve no sympathy. They'd spend the rest... Here, a little present. I can't make you a vine dust ranger, but I can give you something to show you're an honorary member. They represent the King's trust, knowing we uphold the Green Pact, despite our exemption.
What do you want?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah! 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 Burn! Scatter! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
You filled entire graveyards.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Bring forth the blood offering.
When Cold Harbor calls, Nern obeys.
Lord of domination and brutality,
We sacrifice this innocent in your name.
Through the power of innocent blood, bring forth your anchor and let two worlds become one!
Bind this world with your chains. Draw it ever closer to your realm.
Doesn't matter how skilled you are.